Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English in Hours. I'm Sophia, your host for today. If you're new here, this channel is all about long, practical English practice sessions to help you improve faster and more naturally. In today's episode, we're going to practice something powerful, something that can dramatically improve your fluency, pronunciation, and confidence in English. Shadowing practice. Shadowing is a method where you listen to natural English and repeat it immediately, just like an echo. It trains your brain to think in English, helps your mouth get used to speaking smoothly, and teaches you the rhythm and tone of real conversations. In this lesson, you won't just sit and listen, you'll speak with me, repeat after me, and follow along with daily life examples that help you speak English the way it's actually spoken. Whether you're just starting out or you already know some English, shadowing is a great way to improve your speaking and listening at the same time. By the end of this session, you'll feel more confident, more fluent, and more in control of your English. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next practice lesson. Now grab a pen and paper if you like, take a deep breath, and get ready to shadow with me. All right, let's begin. Here's how it works. I will speak slowly and clearly, and you will repeat after me. If this is your first time shadowing, don't worry, just try your best. Listen carefully and repeat right after me. I wake up at 7 in the morning. I get out of bed. I wash my face. I brush my teeth. I take a shower. I get dressed for the day. I make a cup of tea. I eat breakfast. I check my phone. I leave the house. I go to work by bus. I arrive at the office at 9. I start my work. I answer emails. I talk with coworkers. I join a meeting. I take a short break. I eat lunch. I go back to work. I finish around 5. I leave the office. I walk to the bus stop. I take the bus home. I relax on the sofa. I watch a show. I cook dinner. I eat with my family. I wash the dishes. I take a shower. I read a book. I go to bed at 10. Now, let's go back and practice the same routine with more speed and flow. Repeat after me again. I wake up at 7. I wash my face. I brush my teeth. I take a shower. I get dressed. I make tea. I eat breakfast. I check my phone. I leave home. I take the bus to work. I reach the office at 9. I start working. I answer emails. I talk with coworkers. I join a meeting. I take a break. I eat lunch. I go back to work. I finish at 5. I take the bus home. I relax. I watch a movie. I cook dinner. I eat with my family. I wash dishes. I shower. I read a book. I sleep at 10. Now let's practice some real-life conversations you might hear or use in your day. Repeat after me and try to feel the rhythm of how people talk in real situations. Hi, how are you? I'm doing well, thank you. What about you? I'm good, just a bit tired. Did you sleep late? Yes, I was watching a movie.
Which movie did you watch? I watched a comedy. That sounds fun. It was really funny. I laughed a lot. Maybe I'll watch it too. You should. It's worth it. Let's try another one. Hey, are you free this weekend? I think so. Why? Want to go to the mall? Sure. What time? Maybe around 3. Sounds good. Should we take the bus or drive? Let's take the bus. Okay, see you on Saturday. See you then. Shadowing short conversations like this helps you practice the back and forth of English. It also helps you learn common expressions and questions that you'll need in real life.
Now, let's practice a conversation at a coffee shop. Hello, I'd like to order a coffee. Sure, what kind of coffee would you like? 1 cappuccino, please. Would you like it hot or iced? Hot, please. Would you like sugar? No sugar, thank you. Okay, your total is $4. Here you go. Thank you. Your coffee will be ready soon. Now, we'll practice a conversation at the supermarket. Excuse me, where can I find the milk? Aisle 5 on the right. Thank you. Do you sell fresh bread? Yes, it's near the front. Great, I'll take 1 loaf. Would you like a bag? Yes, please. That'll be $6. Here you go. Have a nice day. You too. Now let's add shadowing practice with more natural speed and tone. Try to keep up as best as you can. Remember, the goal is not perfection. It's to train your mouth and ears to work together. I wake up. I brush my teeth. I take a shower. I get dressed. I make some tea. I eat breakfast. I check my messages. I leave home. I go to work. I talk to coworkers. I write emails. I take lunch. I finish work. I come home. I relax. I watch a show. I make dinner. I eat with my family. I clean the kitchen. I go to bed. Now let's do one more round with more emotion. Listen carefully and repeat. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good. You? Not bad, just tired. Long day? Yeah, lots of meetings. Same here. Wanna grab a coffee later? Sure, I'd love that. Practicing emotional tone is important. In real life, we don't speak like robots. We show feelings through our voice: excitement, tiredness, happiness, surprise. Shadowing helps you learn how to sound more natural by copying real expressions with emotion. Now, let's go into a mini story. I'll tell you a short story and you repeat each sentence after me. Ready? Sarah is a college student. She lives in New York. Every morning, she wakes up at 6. She goes for a run in the park. Then she takes a shower. She makes oatmeal for breakfast. She catches the subway to her university. She attends her classes. She takes notes. She meets her friends at lunch. They talk and laugh. After class, she studies in the library. She returns home at 6. She cooks pasta for dinner. She watches a documentary. She goes to bed early. That's Sarah's day. Now, let's shadow the story again with less pause and more flow. Sarah's a student in New York. She wakes up early and runs in the park. She showers, eats oatmeal, and takes the subway. She attends class, meets friends, and studies. She goes home, eats dinner, watches TV, and sleeps. Short stories like these help you practice longer sentences and daily vocabulary. They also help you remember natural sentence patterns. Now, let's continue with another story. This time, we'll follow a young man named Jason who works as a delivery driver. Repeat after me and try to keep your voice as natural as possible. Jason wakes up at 6:30 every morning. He turns off his alarm. He stretches and yawns. He takes a quick shower. He puts on his uniform. He eats toast and drinks coffee. He checks his delivery schedule on his phone. He grabs his keys and heads to his van. He starts his engine. He drives to the warehouse. He picks up the packages for the day. He loads them carefully into his van. He checks his delivery route. He puts on his seatbelt and starts driving. He listens to the radio as he drives. He delivers packages to houses and offices. He greets customers politely. He sometimes chats for a minute. He takes photos as proof of delivery. He eats lunch at a food truck. He continues with his deliveries until 5 p.m. He returns the van to the warehouse. He signs out for the day. He drives his car home. He takes a shower and relaxes. He eats dinner with his parents. He watches a TV show. He goes to bed at 10. Now repeat Jason's routine more fluently. Jason wakes up early. He gets ready quickly. He checks his schedule. He grabs his keys. He goes to the warehouse. He loads his packages. He checks his route. He starts delivering. He greets people. He takes photos. He eats lunch. He finishes his deliveries. He signs out. He goes home. He relaxes. He eats dinner. He goes to bed. Now let's practice questions and answers. Repeat after me. What time do you wake up? I wake up at 6:30. Do you eat breakfast every day? Yes, I usually eat toast and eggs. What do you do after breakfast? I get ready for work and check my schedule. How do you get to work? I drive my van. What do you do at work? I deliver packages. When do you take lunch? Around 1 p.m. Where do you eat? Usually at a food truck. What time do you finish work? I finish around 5. What do you do in the evening? I relax, eat, and watch TV. Now let's practice the same questions with shorter answers. What time do you wake up? 6:30. Breakfast every day? Yes, toast and eggs. After breakfast? Get ready and check my schedule. How do you go to work? I drive. What do you do at work? Deliver packages. When do you eat? At 1. Where? At a food truck. When do you finish? Around 5. Evening? Relax, eat, and watch TV. Now let's practice a train station conversation. Repeat after me. Excuse me, does this train go to Central Station? Yes, it does. What time does it arrive? Around 10:45. Thank you. Is this the right platform? Yes, you're in the right place. Great, thanks again. You're welcome. Safe travels. Now again, more naturally. Excuse me, does this train go to Central? Yes, it does. What time does it get there? Around 10:45. Thanks. Is this the right platform? Yes, it is. Perfect. Thanks again. No problem. Safe travels. Now let's do a grocery store conversation. Repeat after me. Hi, can I help you find something? Yes, I'm looking for rice. It's in aisle 3. Thank you. Do you also have almond milk? Yes, it's in the dairy section. Great, I'll go check. Let me know if you need anything else. Thanks, I will. Now, faster. Hi, need help? Yeah, where's the rice? Aisle 3. Thanks. Almond milk? Dairy section. Great, thanks. Anytime. You're doing great so far. Now let's continue with a story about a girl named Laya who works at a bookstore. Laya starts her day at 8 a.m. She walks to the bookstore from her apartment. She enjoys the fresh morning air. When she arrives, she unlocks the door and turns on the lights. She checks the cash register. She arranges new books on the shelves. She sweeps the floor and prepares the reading area. Customers begin arriving at 9. She helps them find books. She recommends new arrivals. She rings up purchases at the counter. She answers phone calls. She takes a break at noon. She eats a sandwich and drinks iced tea. After lunch, she restocks books. She checks the inventory list. She chats with a regular customer about mystery novels. She writes a small book review to post on the store board. At 6 p.m., she closes the register. She counts the cash. She turns off the lights and locks the door. She walks home tired but happy. Now repeat Laya's day in smoother sentences. Laya walks to work. She opens the bookstore. She sets things up. Customers come in. She helps them. She sells books. She takes a break. She eats lunch. She restocks shelves. She chats with customers. She closes the shop. She walks home. Now repeat these questions and answers. What does Laya do? She works at a bookstore. What time does she start? At 8 a.m. How does she go to work? She walks. What does she do in the morning? She prepares the store. What does she do at lunch? She eats and takes a break. What time does she go home? At 6 p.m. Now repeat with short answers. What's her job? Bookstore clerk. Start time? 8 a.m. How does she go? She walks. Morning? Preparing the store. Lunch? Sandwich and a break. Home time? 6 p.m. You're making excellent progress. Keep your voice relaxed and confident as you shadow. You're not just learning words, you're building speaking habits that will stay with you. The more you do it, the more natural English will feel. Now, let's continue with a story about a woman named Emma who works as a nurse. Repeat each sentence after me. Emma wakes up at 5 a.m. She takes a quick shower. She puts on her uniform. She eats a small breakfast. She packs her lunch. She leaves her apartment at 6. She drives to the hospital. She arrives by 6:30. She greets the receptionist. She checks the patient list. She walks into the ward. She greets the patients with a smile. She checks their vital signs. She gives them medicine. She listens to their needs. She speaks to the doctor. She updates patient charts. She helps with small procedures. She assists in emergencies. She eats lunch in the break room. She takes a short rest. She goes back to work. She helps more patients. She speaks kindly and calmly. Her shift ends at 6 p.m. She hands over her report. She changes her clothes. She drives home. She takes a shower. She eats dinner. She watches a cooking show. She goes to bed early. Now repeat the same routine in smoother phrases. Emma wakes up early. She showers and gets ready. She eats a small meal. She packs lunch. She drives to work. She checks her patient list. She walks through the ward. She greets everyone kindly. She gives medicine. She updates charts. She helps with care. She takes a break. She goes back to work. She finishes by 6. She drives home. She relaxes. She eats. She sleeps early. Now repeat these questions and answers. What does Emma do? She's a nurse. What time does she wake up? At 5 a.m. How does she go to work? She drives. Where does she work? At a hospital. What does she do there? She helps patients. What time does her shift end? At 6 p.m. What does she do after work? She eats and relaxes. When does she sleep? Early.
Job, nurse. Wake up, 5. Commute, drive. Workplace, hospital. Duties, patient care. Shift ends, 6. After work, dinner and relax. Sleep, early. Now let's shadow a short hospital dialogue. Hello, I'm your nurse today. How are you feeling? I feel a bit tired. Did you sleep well last night? Not really. I had some pain. Where's the pain? In my lower back. I'll let the doctor know. Thank you. Can I have some water? Of course. I'll bring it now. Now again, more naturally. Hi, I'm your nurse. How are you today? A little tired. Did you sleep okay? Not much. I had some pain. Where exactly? Lower back. I'll tell the doctor. Thanks. Can I get some water? Sure, I'll bring it. Now let's go to another everyday topic, eating at a restaurant. Repeat after me. Hello, welcome to our restaurant. Table for 1, please? Right this way. Can I see the menu? Of course. Are you ready to order? Yes, I'll have the chicken salad. Would you like a drink? Just water, please. Anything else? No, that's all. Your food will be ready shortly. Thank you. Now repeat it faster. Hi, welcome. Table for 1? Follow me. Here's the menu. Ready to order? Chicken salad, please. Drink? Just water. Anything else? That's it. Food will be ready soon. Thanks. Now let's do a story about a high school student named Kevin. Repeat after me. Kevin is 16 years old. He wakes up at 7 a.m. He takes a shower. He eats cereal for breakfast. He packs his school bag. He leaves home at 7:45. He takes the school bus. He arrives at school by 8:15. He goes to his locker. He grabs his books. His first class is math. He listens carefully. He takes notes. Next, he has science. Then he goes to English class. He eats lunch with friends. They talk and laugh. After lunch, he attends history and gym. At 3 p.m., school ends. He takes the bus home. He relaxes. He does homework. He eats dinner. He studies and goes to bed at 10 p.m. Now repeat it with a more natural rhythm. Kevin wakes up at 7. He showers, eats cereal, and packs his bag. He leaves at 7:45. He takes the bus. He reaches school at 8:15. He studies math, science, and English. He eats lunch with friends. He finishes with history and gym. He goes home. He relaxes. He does homework. He eats dinner. He studies and goes to bed at 10 p.m. Now answer these quickly. Who is Kevin? A student. How old is he? 16. What time does he wake up? 7. How does he get to school? By bus. What's his first class? Math. When does school end? 3. What does he do after school? Homework and games. What time does he sleep? 10. Now we'll practice polite conversation shadowing. Repeat after me. Excuse me, may I ask a question? Sure, go ahead. Where is the nearest ATM? Just around the corner. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Have a nice day. You too. Now with more speed. Excuse me, can I ask something? Sure. Where's the ATM? Around the corner. Thanks. No problem. Have a great day. You too. Now let's do a travel check-in scenario. Repeat after me. Hi, I'd like to check in. May I see your passport? Yes, here it is. How many bags are you checking? Just one. Do you have any hand luggage? Yes, one backpack. Here's your boarding pass. Thank you. Now faster. Hi, checking in. Passport, please? Here you go. Bags to check? 1. Hand luggage? Backpack. Here's your pass. Thanks. As you repeat these dialogues, pay attention to stress and intonation. English has a musical quality. Some words are stressed, others are softer. Shadowing helps you copy this music and sound more natural. Now let's continue with more realistic examples. Repeat carefully. Hello, can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for a jacket. What kind of jacket are you looking for? Something warm, maybe for winter? We have some nice ones over here. What size do you wear? Medium. Here's a medium. You can try it on. Okay, thank you. It fits well. I'll take it. Would you like to pay by card or cash? Card, please. Great, you're all set. Thanks, have a good day. You too. Now repeat with more flow. Hi, can I help you? Yeah, I'm looking for a jacket. A winter jacket? Yes. What size? Medium. Try this one. It fits great. I'll buy it. Card or cash? Card. All done. Thanks. You too. Now repeat these practical shopping sentences. Do you have this in another color? What time do you open? How much does this cost? Can I try this on? Where's the fitting room? Can I return this if it doesn't fit? I'm just looking. Thank you. Now again, shorter. Do you have this in blue? What time do you close? How much is it? Can I try it on? Where's the fitting room? Can I return it? Just looking. Thanks. Now let's shadow a friendly phone conversation. Hello. Hi, is this John? Yes, who's this? It's Rachel. We met at the meeting yesterday. Oh, yes. Hi, Rachel. How are you? I'm good, thank you. I was wondering if you're free for lunch tomorrow. That sounds great. What time? Around 1. Perfect. See you then. See you. Now again, more natural. Hello. Hi, John? Yes? It's Rachel from yesterday's meeting. Oh, hi. How's it going? Good. Are you free for lunch tomorrow? Sure. What time? 1 o'clock. Perfect. See you then. Bye. Now let's practice asking for directions. Excuse me, can you help me? Sure. I'm trying to find the post office. Go straight and turn left at the traffic light. Is it far from here? About 10 minutes on foot. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Now, faster. Excuse me, need help? Yes, post office? Straight, then left. Is it far? 10 minutes walking. Thanks. You're welcome. Now let's do a mini story about Priya who works in a bakery. Repeat after me. Priya wakes up early at 4 a.m. She washes her face and gets dressed. She walks to the bakery, only a few blocks away. She opens the shop and turns on the lights. She puts on her apron. She starts mixing flour and sugar. She bakes fresh bread and cookies. The smell fills the shop. She prepares coffee for early customers. The first customer walks in at 6. She smiles and serves a croissant and coffee. More customers arrive. She takes orders, gives change, and chats with regulars. At 11, she takes a short break and eats a sandwich. Then she goes back to the counter. She restocks shelves and cleans the counters. At 3 p.m., she closes the bakery and counts the cash. She walks home and takes a short nap. In the evening, she cooks dinner and watches a movie with her sister. Now repeat it shorter and smoother. Priyam wakes up at 4. She walks to the bakery. She bakes bread and serves customers. She chats with regulars. She takes a short break. She cleans and restocks. She closes at 3. She goes home, rests, eats dinner, and watches a movie. Now answer quickly. What time does Priya wake up? 4 a.m. Where does she work? In a bakery. What does she bake? Bread and cookies. What time does the first customer arrive? 6 a.m. When does she close? 3 p.m. What does she do in the evening? She cooks and watches a movie. Now, short answers. Wake up, 4. Workplace, bakery. Bake, bread. Customer, 6. Close, 3. Evening, dinner and movie. Now repeat these restaurant phrases. Can I see the menu, please? What do you recommend? I'd like the pasta. Can I have this without onions? I'm allergic to nuts. Could I get a glass of water? The food is delicious. May I have the bill, please? Can I pay with a card? Keep the change. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
You're doing very well. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about practicing every day and repeating real sentences until they feel automatic. English has rhythm, like music, and when you shadow regularly, your speaking becomes smoother and more natural. Try repeating your daily activities out loud in English. I wake up. I brush my teeth. I leave home. I drink tea. I talk to a friend. I listen to music. Now let's do one more daily story, longer, so you can practice longer sentence flow. Repeat after me. Anna lives in New York City. She's 22 years old and she recently graduated from university. She works at a marketing agency in Manhattan. She wakes up at 7:15. She checks her messages while still in bed. Then she gets up and goes to the kitchen. She makes coffee and prepares toast with peanut butter. She listens to the news while eating. After breakfast, she takes a shower and gets dressed. She usually wears jeans and a blazer. By 8:30, she leaves home and walks to the subway station. She takes the train to her office, about 25 minutes away. During the ride, she listens to English podcasts to improve her skills. She arrives at the office by 9. She greets her coworkers and checks her email. She works on social media posts and answers client messages. She prepares reports and joins quick discussions. She takes a short coffee break at 11. She chats briefly with a colleague and returns to her desk. At 1, Anna eats lunch, usually a sandwich or a salad. Sometimes she eats outside if the weather is nice. In the afternoon, she attends a team meeting and works on a marketing plan. She writes content, edits, and posts for clients. Her work ends at 5:30. After work, she walks to a nearby bookstore. She loves reading and often buys 1 or 2 books each week. Then she takes the subway home. At home, she changes into comfortable clothes and prepares dinner. She likes cooking pasta or making a vegetable stir-fry. She eats dinner while watching her favorite English TV show. Around 9, she reviews vocabulary from the day. She writes new words in a notebook. Before bed, she listens to soft music or reads a few pages. At 10:30, she turns off the lights and goes to sleep. Now repeat it in shorter, smoother phrases. Anna wakes up, checks messages, makes coffee, and eats breakfast. She showers, gets dressed, and takes the subway to work. She listens to podcasts, works on emails and social media, and joins meetings. After work, she goes to a bookstore. She goes home, cooks, eats, watches a show, and reviews vocabulary. Then she reads and goes to sleep. Now answer these questions. Who is Anna? She works in marketing. Where does she live? New York City. What time does she wake up? 7:15. How does she go to work? By subway. What does she do after work? She visits a bookstore and goes home. What does she do before sleeping? She reviews vocabulary and reads. Now, short answers. Name? Anna. Job? Marketing. City? New York. Wake up? 7:15. Commute? Subway. After work? Bookstore. Before sleep?
vocabulary, and reading. Now let's finish with a few more short dialogues. First, at a coffee shop. Hi, what can I get for you? 1 cappuccino, please. Any sugar or milk? No sugar, but a little milk. Small or large? Large, please. That'll be $4. Here you go. Thanks. Your drink will be ready soon. Now, faster. Hi, what'll you have? Cappuccino. Sugar or milk? Just milk. Small or large? Large. $4. Here. Thanks. Ready soon. Now, at a clothing store. Excuse me, do you have this shirt in a larger size? Let me check. Yes, we have it in large and extra large. I'll take the large. Would you like to try it on? Yes, where's the fitting room? Right over there. It fits well. I'll buy it. Great. Come to the counter. Cash or card? Card. All set. Thanks for shopping. Now, more natural and shorter. Do you have this in large? Yes, large and extra large. I'll try the large. Where's the fitting room? Over there. It fits. I'll buy it. Card, please. Done. Thanks. Now let's end with positive encouragement. Repeat after me. I can speak English clearly. I am improving every day. I practice with confidence. I learn from my mistakes. I enjoy English. I believe in myself. My English is getting better. I am proud of my progress. Every day is a new chance. I will keep going. I will not give up. Now again, smoother. I speak clearly. I improve daily. I practice with confidence. I learn from mistakes. I enjoy English. I believe in myself. My English is getting better. I am proud of my progress. Every day is a new chance. I will keep going. I will not give up.
Before we wrap up, remember why shadowing is so powerful. It trains your listening and speaking at the same time. It helps your mouth move smoothly. It helps your ears catch sounds you didn't notice before. And it helps you feel confident when speaking in real life. Shadowing is flexible. You can do it anywhere, on a walk, in your room, while cooking, or before sleeping. Start with short sentences, then move to longer ones. Copy real conversations. Speak with emotion. Listen and repeat. Don't worry about mistakes. Don't stop if you get stuck. Just keep going. If you made it this far, give yourself a smile. You just completed a full shadowing practice session. Thank you for learning with me today. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our next lesson. I'm Sophia, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, keep practicing and keep speaking.